Your next comedian comes to us from Los Angeles, California. Please welcome Dymkoski.
So much. Great to be here. So first thing to know about me is that I was born with severe hearing loss and I wear hearing aids. Now the technology today is amazing. They're virtually invisible. But these tiny little hearing aids I have inside my ears right now that you can't see, they give me something very special. My disability card. Yeah, I'm a person with a disability. Doesn't get me the handicap spot, which I don't think is fair. I don't. There's a guy in my gym who parks in the handicap spot. This guy's perfectly able-bodied. He works out with a trainer. Guy's doing heavy squats, he's jumping on boxes, he's crushing it. So I asked his trainer after, I'm like, what is that guy's disability? You know, he's parked in the handicap spot. You know what he said? The guy's HIV positive. And I'm like, I have AIDS. There are some real advantages to being hard of hearing. Do you guys ever get woken up by those leaf blowers at the ass crack of dawn on a Monday morning? I don't. I could be one of the world's greatest nap takers. Being hard of hearing is great for my relationship. I get out of doing chores a lot. Because when you're hard of hearing, the word what has like a magical quality. Because it's almost always followed by, never mind, I'll do it myself. And if I get in a fight with my girlfriend, I just take my hearing aids out and it's over. And I get the last word. Okay, technically she gets the last word, but I don't hear it. Whatever. You guys ever notice when people say whatever in conversation that what they really want to say is fuck you? Right? It's like, just tell me what you really mean. Mom? My mom's always mad. She's always mad. My parents divorced when I was 2 years old. And to this day, my mom still has a seething hatred for my dad. It's like, time to let it go, Mom. I mean, what kind of person do you have to be to hold a grudge for 4 decades? Italian, it turns out. My mom's Italian. Can really hold a grudge. So I've been reading about these diseases making a comeback. You know, ones I thought we'd gotten rid of, like measles, tuberculosis, and overt racism. That's a thing again, apparently. People are racist and proud. Instagramming that shit. It used to be something you want to keep under wraps, you know? Kind of like people used to want to keep their kids from getting measles. It was... I wasn't sure if I had a room full of racist anti-vaxxers here. Only in Boston could that happen. Oh, man. But it's a crazy world we're living in. I mean, the planet is burning up. It's 108 degrees today in Paris. The polar ice caps are melting. Oceans are rising. Storms, fires, and floods are destroying our cities and towns. What I'm trying to say, people, is that this is the worst time in history for me to quit smoking weed. I'll tell you that much. Terrible decision. Made it when I was stoned, so what do you expect, you know? Yeah, no. Been seeing a therapist for my depression. My therapist tells me I'm a pessimist. I told her I'm pretty sure this relationship's not gonna work out. Just a hunch. You know, my therapist was like, I think it's marijuana that's making you depressed. And I was shocked. I was like, actually, it's the only thing that makes me happy. You know, it's all on how you look at things. You know? Maybe you're just seeing the bong half empty here. I don't know. Yeah. She says I'm a pessimist, but, you know, to be fair, I once worked with this Russian dude. Like, this guy was from Moscow, Russian. It's a true story. He said to me, Dale, you're a very pessimistic person. It's not bad. It's your nature. It's who you are. You can't change it. If a Russian tells you you're a pessimist, I think we can all agree that there's no hope. Won't be a whole lot of rainbows and butterflies in my future. Thank you, Aslan Beck. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, my therapist said it was marijuana was making me depressed, and so I quit smoking weed, and I'm not depressed anymore. But I sure am angry. It's a tough call, you know? Depressed and stoned, or pissed and productive. It's a tough call. I just think we get maybe a little bit more pessimistic as we get older, you know? Like, the closer we get toward death, you start to see the dark side. No one ever believes when I tell them I'm 46. They're like, what's your secret? How do you stay looking so young? And it's simple, really. Naps. Yeah, don't have kids. So you can take naps. And don't do crystal meth. That's about all I got. Not even one time. I'm getting older, I'm out of touch. I don't know what's cool anymore. I was at a Starbucks the other day, and these kids were in line in front of me talking about Ariana Grande, the singer. I thought they were talking about a new coffee drink. I was like, is that a seasonal drink, or... I don't know. But, I had to go to the DMV a couple months ago, get my license renewed, because it's been over 10 years since I had my picture taken, you know? So I go in, just thinking how to get my picture taken. The lady says, no. You gotta take a vision test. Now, immediately I panicked. Because I wasn't prepared, you know? I didn't study. Lady's like, cover one eye, read the second line. I fucking failed the vision test, guys. I already can't hear. And now I can't see. I'm halfway to Helen Keller at this point. And still no handicap spot. Thank you so much. I'm Dymkoski. You've been great.